Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back and thank you for supporting me. I'm Coretta. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I use printable heat transfer vinyl with my Cricut. Come on y'all, let's get started. For this project, I'll be using TeckWrap Heat Transfer paper in matte. I will be using TeckWrap Heat Transfer paper mask, and I will be using a red Hanes t-shirt. I will leave a list of these items in the description of this video. Here in Cricut Design Space, I am going to add my image to the canvas. To add the image, I am going to select Upload on the left toolbar. I'm going to select Upload Image. I'm going to select Browse. I am going to navigate to where the image is located, select my image, and then select Open. This screen is showing the image I am uploading, so I will select Continue on the bottom right. This is a PNG image with a transparent background, so there's nothing to do on this screen, and I'm going to select Apply and Continue on the bottom right. I'm going to select Flat Graphics and then Continue on the bottom right. This is the image detail screen. I am not going to change anything here on this screen, so I'm just going to select Upload on the bottom right. As you can see, the file is really big, so I am going to go to the Layers panel on the right side of the canvas, and here you can see that there's an exclamation mark. The exclamation mark indicates that the image is too big for the Cricut's print then cut on my 8.5 by 11 printable heat transfer paper. I am going to select the exclamation mark, and it basically states that the max size for this shape is 9.52 by 6.17. And it gives me two options. The first option is I can auto resize the image, or I can change my paper size. I am going to select auto resize. Now my image is sized, and I am going to select Make It on the upper right hand corner. On this screen is my print then cut matte. I am not going to do anything on this screen, so I'm going to select Continue on the bottom right. On this screen, I am going to select Send to Printer, and then I am going to select Next. On this screen, I am going to select my printer. I'm going to leave the Add Bleed on, and I'm going to turn on the System dialog. Then I'm going to select Print. The System dialog box will open, and I am going to select my printer, and I'm going to select Preferences. I'm going to change my paper type to Premium Presentation Matte. I am going to change my print quality to Best, and then I'm going to select OK and then Print. I am going to verify that my print looks good, and then I'm going to select Done. On this screen, I am going to select printable iron-on dark. And then I'm going to change my pressure to more because this is a thicker material than the ordinary printable heat transfer paper. Make sure that you do some test cuts to see what material settings work best for your machine and your blade. I am going to be using the green standard grip mat since this is a thicker material. I am going to place the printable heat transfer paper on the mat in the upper left hand corner, aligning it with the grid. I want to make sure that I place it on the mat in the same direction that it is on my computer screen. And I want to make sure that the arrow is on the left side. So now I'm going to place it on the machine to get the image cut out. Okay, so the image is finished cutting and I am going to remove it from the mat. The best way to remove it from the mat is to flip the mat over and pull the mat away from the printable heat transfer paper. And this will prevent the paper from curling. Next, I am going to weed the excess printable heat transfer paper away from the backing. To remove the image from the backing, I am going to use TeckWrap's heat transfer mask. The heat transfer mask is applied the same as any transfer tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it in a U shape and I'm going to place it down in the middle. And then I'm just going to let the sides fall. I'm going to use a squeegee to make sure that the transfer paper adheres to the mask. So I'm just going to burnish it from the front. I'm going to flip it over and burnish it from the back. And then I'm going to remove it. So you want to take your time when removing it so that you don't rip it. Now that I have the image on the heat transfer mask, it is time to put it on a shirt. So here I am at my heat press and I have the image already placed on the shirt. The shirt was lint rolled and pre-pressed to remove any moisture. I placed the design about 3 inches from the bottom of the collar. So now I'm going to press the design onto the shirt. I'm going to press it at 330 degrees for 20 seconds. Now I'm going to peel the heat transfer mask away. I'm going to go slowly because I want to make sure that the transfer is down and I don't want to pull it up by going too fast. So, okay, so everything is down. And what I'm going to do, I left that right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with a Teflon sheet and I'm going to do a second press to make sure that the printable heat transfer paper is really adhered to the shirt. So I'm going to cover it with my Teflon and then I'm going to press it again for about 15 seconds. Okay, y'all, let's take a look. Okay, that is cute. I like it. I like the crochet effect. That is really cute. I like it. What do you guys think? All right, guys, that's all for now. I hope that you're able to follow along with my process. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will respond back. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.